Okay, now you've had a look at the questions, let's have a look at my suggested answers. So for number 1, you can choose a person to send and/or collect your letters. Contextually, it might make sense for you to send or to give permission for one person to both send and to collect your letters. So from that point of view, it's probably and. Although a context could exist where you say, okay, Jill can send my letters and Bob can collect them. From that point of view, it would be better to redraft and to be clear. For question number 2, please don't send a letter and/or call us, but send us an email. Here we only have one option, and it's because of the negative form. Please don't. When we have a negative form, we have to use or. Using and, so please don't send a letter and call us, is a mistake. So here, this is going to be or. For number 3, you may enter and/or exit through the main door. What's the main message here? The main message is you can go into the building through the main door and you can get out of the building through the main door. So this really should be and. For number 4, please wrap your items carefully to prevent damage and/or loss. So I think the message here is that I want you to wrap your items carefully because I want to stop either of these situations happening. So I would interpret this as or. However, you could equally think there's a context where you want to stop both situations from happening because it's possible that both situations might happen. So you might think it's and. But essentially, no matter which one you choose, you're really saying the same thing. And the important thing there is, in the English language, and I know that this is going to be confusing, but in law, this is important. Sometimes and can mean or, and sometimes or can mean and. So not only do we have problems with and or, we also have problems in English in courts with the words and or. We don't have the time to go into it in this video, but you can begin to now see the problem that we have when you put these two terms together. And for question 5, if you want to travel with live plants and or animals, you must inform us. Once again, this is a question of context, but mostly I would think that people would be travelling with one of these things or the other thing. I think it would be unusual, but still possible, that you would travel with both live plants and animals at the same time. So once again, my suggested answer is or, but there could be a context where you can say and. Okay, I hope that my discussion, it might have confused you, but in confusing you, I hope you now understand what it could do to a legal contract. These were 5 simple-ish sentences. Now think about and or being in a contract, dealing with complicated issues. And then understand why and or is not a good thing to include, but it is a mistake to include it, which is why I don't want you to include this in your legal writing, business writing, general writing, academic writing, or any English writing.